Hey, Mr. Atlanta, have you ever heard the saying, everything's bigger in Texas? Well, you're about to get a demonstration what that means. Boom. Welcome back to World of Warships. In the previous video, we talked about the USS Arizona and how it was sunk at Pearl Harbor. In this episode, we're going to talk about my favorite premium ship at the moment, the USS Texas. Disclaimer, I was born and raised in Texas, so there might be a little bias there from me. We're going to talk about the ship in the game and what the ship did in real life. The first thing you need to know about the ship in the game is that it is covered in every anti-aircraft gun they could strap on. There is turrets on top of turrets in this thing. 40mm, 20mm, and 3-inch guns all about. And I'm pretty sure there's some guys on the deck yelling yippee-ki-yay as they shoot at airplanes with their 6-shooters. You can see the shot hits right here. I cut together some footage because the Dreadnought gameplay is a little slow-paced. I thought this would be a good way to demonstrate what the Texas is capable of in World Warships. Here comes some aircraft, torpedo bombers. I told my crew that there are Sooners flying these planes. If you don't happen to know what a Sooner is, they're from Oklahoma. Texans and Oklahomians don't get along. As you can see here, they're firing at them quite fiercely. Now, these torpedo bombers did knock me off my course. I'm going to sail all the way around, get back into position. Thanks to the magic of editing. Ta-da! We are here. We're going to take a shot at these guys. And we got more torpedo bombers inbound. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Pretty lights. Daka, daka, daka for all. It's quite amusing. I love being attacked by airplanes when I'm in the Texas. It brings a smile to my face to watch planes follow the sky with minimal effort. Gonna sail this direction for a bit, but guess what? More torpedo bombers! And they're gonna make another run on us. As you can see, we killed 13 so far this match. We got more coming in from our left. They drop torpedoes. We're gonna evasively sail through them. We killed 3 more, so that's 16 total airplanes this round shot down. So even if you're not being super effective as a battleship, you're a pretty good anti-air barge. And here we have some normal gameplay. This will show off the Texas's capabilities as a battleship. And let's jump into the history a bit. Like I said, the ship was commissioned in 1914. It was the first U.S. battleship to get anti-aircraft guns mounted to it in 1916, which I find hilarious because it's strapped with 1,000 of them in World Warships. In World War II, it saw most of its action in the Atlantic. It was not present at Pearl Harbor. It was sitting in the Atlantic Ocean when Pearl Harbor happened, so it was not damaged there, like several of the other U.S. battleships were. It mostly saw action as a convoy escort, and I know that sounds extremely boring. It was a very important job, and it just did its job. There are some interesting facts about it, though. In 1941, a U-boat ran across it, had it in its sights. The U-boat asked for permission to fire on the Texas, and the U-boat was denied because they weren't attacking U.S. ships at the time. Can you imagine if that U-boat fired at the USS Texas in 1941? Even if the United States didn't go to war with Germany because of that? The freaking state of Texas would have. They would have succeeded from the United States to declare war on Germany. Can you imagine Texas versus Germany? I would pay money to watch that. That would be epic. The ship also saw action Operation Torch. It was present at D-Day. It fired on the shore defenses there. It did take some damage a little bit later. It took 2 shells from shore batteries it was firing at. 1 shell hit the ship. It detonated, killed about a dozen men. 2nd shell hit, and it did not detonate. They disarmed it, and they kept it as a souvenir. The ship was eventually transferred to the Pacific Ocean to join the fleet there. It was at Iwo Jima and Okinawa, assisted there as well, and oh my god, we're having a ship-to-ship collision. Hello? I'm massive. How can you not see me? And the foghorns are going off. It's like a TCU game in here. I'm going to use so many Texas references. I apologize for people who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. The USS Texas was lucky enough to survive World War II. It was eventually decommissioned in 1948 and was placed at San Jacinto Battlefield where she is today. Now, if you wonder what the hell that battlefield I just mentioned is, that's where the Texans defeated the Mexicans. And to celebrate, we put a battleship there in this massive concrete pillar statue thing that my parents refer to as the giant monument that keeps sinking into the ground. Because it's physically sinking into the ground. But it is sacred ground to Texans. The USS Texas, though, has sat there since 1948, and it took on quite a bit of damage because it's sitting in salt water all these years. The state of Texas is dumping millions and millions of dollars to restore the USS Texas so that it will be around many years later. That makes me very happy to hear. And that's about all I have for you in the real ship. I hope that gave you a little bit of knowledge, a little picture of what the USS Texas is. Maybe something to brag about to your friends. Now we're going to focus on the game. As you can see, I've been sailing around. I got 4 citadels. It's a pretty tied up match right now. And I'm trying to figure out a way to inflict the most damage on my team. We got a little destroyer chasing us there. Got some ghost torpedoes from right there, so that must be another destroyer cruiser that I cannot see for some reason. This guy's just going to shoot me in the back, and there's not much I can do. I hope somebody else takes care of him. So we got the New York over there. And I don't like that angle of shot, and I'm also kind of broadside to him, so let's turn to the left a tiny bit. We do have another New York, though, sitting behind that island. And as I showed off in the Arizona video last week, patience does matter. We're on fire. I think we need to put that out. Fire is bad. We do love barbecue in Texas, but that's ridiculous. Get that fire off the back. Let's light up this New York. Gone. Bye-bye. Vaporized. So what's next? We still got the New York behind us. And the immediate threat has been killed, so maybe I'll line up all the guns here, take a shot at him. I just saw something on my radar to the left. Let's aim. Let's see. Come on. That sound just bothers me. A little destroyer picking on me. Look at that. I didn't do anything to that destroyer, and he set me on fire again. That fire cannot be put out. So do I take the shot, the New York? That's a pretty crappy shot, but let's do it. Hope for the best. Somebody hopefully picks that guy up. We have a cruiser coming around the left. We need to deal with him immediately. He's the new threat. Nothing to my right. I hope no torpedoes or destroyers are hiding in there. And we are burning. Let's let the fire go out. This is how battleships die right here. Fire and torpedoes are the 2 biggest threats to a battleship in this game. And citadels. There's a lot of threats to battleships, but fires and torpedoes seem to be the way I go. There's a cruiser. Let's light him up, shall we? Lead those shots nicely. And that looks pretty good. 7 hits. 1 a little more damage. I do believe he has torpedoes. There they are. Sailing at me. We're going to reload. We're going to stay broadside. And we're just going to give him a big old Texas salute here. Here he comes. He's firing. I'm going to take a little bit of damage. But as soon as that yellow circle turns into a green circle, he's kind of bad. Actually, he's sailing right at me. And I think he's going to try to let off more torps off his right side. So let's wait for him to finish his turn. Right there. Adios. Gone. It's beautiful, isn't it? Brings a tear to my eye. We still got Mr. New York behind us. And I'm in bad position. Guns are facing the wrong way. I am broadside to him. I forgot about him in the furious fight with the cruiser. Let's sail back to our right. And at least try to show him our rear. Okay, we got teammates that are kind of back off the point. Let's see if we can kind of rejoin them. Let's do some repairs. And I am turning right into some freaking torpedoes. And there's nothing I can do. Oh, that hurt. That's going to set us back. There is the Fuso, though. The Fuso came back that we first saw at the beginning of this round. Howdy. Let's see, are those shots going to hit? I think those are going to hit. Look at that. Nice. Right in the middle. Citadel. Ship it on him, I guess. That's, what, 8 Citadels? That's pretty good. Might take in a torpedo. Might be picked on by destroyers, but we are doing some work in the damage department. Oh, that would have been epic. I wanted to sink him so badly right there. Okay, I'm being picked on by everybody. Look at this. There's 4 people shooting at me. 5 people shooting at me. Oh, come on now. They're just hating. Okay, let's see. I really want to kill that Fuso. That brings me a lot of joy right now. And I missed. Well, we didn't miss. We got 1 shell, but I want kaboom. We had booms earlier. I want more booms. Let's turn the guns. There's somebody coming through that pass. I'm turning. Ow. Come on, right here. Let's get this New York. Oh no, I hit New Mexico! No, 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 no! Move, 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 move! I'm gonna die! That's some good damage. I have no health points left. So we need to sail away. Put some more damage on him. I'm gonna die, it looks like. That torpedo was unlucky. I just hit another ship. The fire got to me. Poor management on my part, using my specialties, I guess. And a little bit of bad luck. But, just remember, kids. Whenever in danger, yell, "Remember the Alamo." But this is going to conclude our battle, I think, right here. Just remember... Well, that doesn't really work, does it? Just remember the Alamo. That doesn't work. Well, anyway, remember the Alamo to that Fuso, because he's dead. And we're dead. But hey, we had 3 kills, 8 citadels. I'm pretty proud of this. Showed off the Texas's firepower. We showed off how it does to different damages. We showed off the anti-air. I got to put in some Texas facts, state, and ship. And we're going to sink slowly to the bottom. Thanks for watching.